It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome, everybody. We have the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great, in some minds, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Hornets in Charlotte. And for Charlotte, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And Shaq, we're coming up to the halfway point of the season. Some teams finally getting into a groove after a somewhat shaky start.
Yeah, every year is different. Sometimes it takes a little longer to figure out. But what's most important is you get hot at the right time.
Oh, that's right. I agree with that. And you have to have a lot of experience on your team. And those guys know how to pace themselves. And you can just kind of relax. Quality veterans won't allow the season to be a sprint. It's a marathon.
Tip-off coming up shortly. It's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Earlier in the season, the Charlotte Hornets ended up losing their last game in this matchup, the Washington Wizards.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
They weren't hustling at all. They weren't rotating, basically letting that offense do anything it wanted to.
So the Hornets win the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Wizards. Beal and Porter are out on the wings. Morris pairs with Gortat down low, and it's Wall in at the point. And it doesn't even draw iron. So for Washington, their last game a loss to Detroit.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
Morris passes to Beal. This one for three. Doesn't go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
You're right. A lot of wide open spaces. They were running around undefended all night.
And one of the big issues for the Wizards is making sure they stay fiery on the defensive end. When this team, Greg, gets in trouble, more often than not, it's because they get sloppy on D.
Yeah, and that can hurt them at times. When they don't bother to challenge shooters or miss a rotation, that's when things start to go south. How far this team goes depends on how far their defense will take them.
Here's Walker, following the basket by Markieff Morris. Walker's shot is off. To the paint. And it's Gortat, that time on the assist from Beal. Gortat's got his first points of the night.
I love the low post attack on that one.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Scott Brooks did have a few minutes before the game tonight. He said if they want to go up 2-0 in the season series tonight, they have to be just as sharp as they were the first meeting. He said we can't get sloppy and expect to win. We have to be careful with our shots and take care of the ball. We'll see if they can execute just as well the second time. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thanks, David. Guys, shooting is a chief concern for them.
And if that is the focus, then their ball movement is going to have to be sharp today.
Now, that's just effective ball movement. Just swinging it around the perimeter may not be enough. Go inside out. Have guys cutting to the rim. Get guys moving. Be dynamic with your scheme to help your shooters.
Walker's shot is off. The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Morris dishes the wall. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Kid Gilchrist has got his first 2 points. Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
No, that's because of the consistent effort on the glass. Unbelievable. The overall energy he played with.
Now Walker. Bradley Beal missing from long range. The jump hook. Shot by Zeller, no good. Washington trailing. And Beal kicks to Morris. Zeller grabs the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Williams, and he banks in the layup. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Morris passes to Beal. Shot to stop the drought. Zeller grabs the board.
They were right up in his grill. Really gave him no breathing room to release that one clean.
The dish now to Kid Gilchrist. Outside, Walker. Feeds to Williams. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. And Marvin Williams has done a good job of continuing to improve his three-point shot the last few seasons.
Well, Kevin, do you remember when Williams came into the league? His 3 was just non-existent. He slowly started taking threes and adding to that part of his game. Now he'll put up almost 5 a game and hits them at a very efficient rate.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
Marvin Williams, since he's come into this league, has always been viewed as a tweener. He can play both forward positions, but hasn't excelled at either spot. He has put up consistent numbers at both spots, despite being shuffled around.
Beal's shot is good.
So versatile, always pushing the action offensively.
Hornets leading by 3. And Walker kicks to Williams. Outside, Batum, back to Williams. Williams sets a screen for Walker. Batum dishes to Williams. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And with Williams and Chris's ability to play both forward spots, he's been deployed as a power forward more often in the past few seasons, it seems.
And at this point in Williams' career, it's probably the best spot for him. He still has good lift to get shots up with his back to the basket. And because he has a good shot, that makes the defense respect him, and he can play and face up against other power forwards.
The Wizards shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he makes the first. Both free throws, good from Gortat. The NBA season can be a grind, Chris, especially in the meat of it, like right now. How do you stay sharp during these dog days of the season or the middle of the season?
That's a great question, Kevin. You just got to stay focused. I mean, whether that is how you eat, how you focus, or whether that's how you stay off of your feet. You just want to make sure you stay mentally sharp, you know, and a lot of that is hanging around your family and friends as well, making sure that you stay around those that love you to keep you pumped up.
Great points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Beal against Batum. Back to Williams. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 10.
Oh, he has really played to his maximum potential this quarter. What a performance.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Down low, Gortat. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. He's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
You know, a lot of people can make the claim that they are the fastest in the league, but I think John Wall has the best case. I mean, both in the half court and end to end. I mean, this guy has blistering speed, and you factor that in with the athleticism and the handle. I mean, he can make other players look like they're playing in cement shoes out on the floor.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Hornets.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
Hornets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And you know, Greg, one of the things that strikes you about Wall, it isn't just his running speed. His quickness is off the charts. He is very, very quick.
I mean, the ground Wall can cover with his speed and quickness is staggering. As soon as the defender starts backpedaling, with Wall coming at him, game over.
For Washington, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Pass to Porter, to the inside, and it's Gortat, that time on the assist from Porter. Gortat's got 8 points.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside, Walker. Back to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Inside, Gortat with the steal. Outside, Wall. Pass to Gortat. Beal against Batum. Here's Morris. Here's Gortat. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Beal's shot is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Walker. His last outing, 16 points for him. To halt the run, and it's Walker again missing.
Nah, he's really had a rough quarter on the offensive side of the floor.
Got that one up quick. And now a 5-point Wizards lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
He feeds it to Williams. Porter against Kid Gilchrist. Passes to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Now, what a revelation it's been for the Hornets and Cody Zeller. Took some time for him to develop, but he fought his way into the starting lineup and is exactly what they need. Still has a lot of room to grow as a player as well.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And with Zeller, what coaches like about him is the energy, Chris, and the grit he brings to the lineup.
And doing the little things like Zeller does is something every team needs. He's also done a good job to improve his scoring efficiency. Now look, he'll never be a dominant center, but he has proven he can play an important role as a starter.
And he sinks the second. And a bit of a tidbit about the Hornets. They had never won their division since becoming an NBA team in 1988. That is a long drought, to say the least.
Wow, that is a long drought, and they've had good teams. Plenty of playoff appearances. They have finished second in their division on numerous occasions. They have even had home court advantage in the opening round of their postseason without ever winning the division.
Here's Satoransky after the basket by Charlotte. Here's Burke. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Here's Bellinelli. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And he's really balanced, getting his own shots and making plays for others. Finding that balance, total team contribution.
And Washington has possession, following the 3 by Charlotte. They set the pick. Morris passes to Burke. No good from outside.
Can't believe you missed that one. I thought for sure that was going on.
And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Sessions.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush, very deliberate with his moves.
Screen by Smith. Here's Satoransky. And the 3 off target. Charlotte's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Over in the corner, Lamb. And Sessions kicks to Zeller. Now Bellinelli. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Kaminsky misses.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Oh, trust me, he's kicking himself for that misfire. He knows he should have hit it after that tremendous pick. Gave him the necessary space to do so.
Morris passes to Satoransky. The 3. That one doesn't drop. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And Lamb kicks to Sessions. 3-pointer. Rebound, Washington.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
Well, it really went well according to plan there for the D. They completely baited them into taking that shot, making that move, and they were ready for it.
And the basket by Kaminsky. And the Hornets lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Burke, the pass to Satoransky. Morris, a screen. Over to the left wing. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Morris has got 5.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Kicks it to Kaminsky. Here's Bellinelli, 16 feet away. Jump shot is good that time.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
40 seconds left in the first. Morris kicks to Satoransky. Sessions with the rebound.
The defense got super lucky there because he does not miss many of those.
And a wide open look for Lamb. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Burke with it. He averages about 5 points a game. Dishes it to Morris. Fades away. The shot off that time. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's Charlotte as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-5 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Charlotte, North Carolina. Back in a moment. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form, my follow through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
And it's why they're shooting such a high percentage from the floor. They're willing to run the offense all the way through.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Porter is out there with Oubre. Then it's Thornton. Then there's Jason Smith. And it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. They set the pick. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Lamb. Washington with the rebound. Smith kicks to Satoransky. To the paint. The reverse. It's deflected.
And despite the short wingspan for a big man, Kaminsky with the height and timing to steal block shots.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, remember when Roy Hibbert burst onto the scene in that great year for the Pacers, and he's still one of the league's elite rim defenders. He doesn't go for the block so much as create a wall. It's called the principle of verticality, and Hibbert says, I'm the godfather of that. I'm not going to name names, but there were some prominent coaches who said, you need to get rid of this. But Kevin, here's the rules.
Yeah, D.A., he didn't invent it. He just perfected it. Thanks. And it's the Hornets with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards. Count it.
Now, since his arrival in Charlotte, Coach Clifford has been doing what he can to improve the defense of this club. They have seen steady improvement under his watch. It's a big part of why they look to be able to hang in there with any team.
Here's Satoransky, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Now the feed to Porter. Misses the 3. Hornets leading by 4. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Hits it from three-point range. Sessions has got 5 now. And with Coach Clifford, Chris, and his defensive approach, he is always looking for feedback and how to improve his team's tenacity on defense.
Well, the man is known by the company he keeps, and it helps him that he has friends like Thibodeau and Van Gundy to lean on. He emphasizes containing the ball on defense. He also strives to make sure his team has fluid help on the defensive end as well.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
He kicks to Hawes. Charlotte moving the ball around with the putback. Rebound by Smith. Wizards trail by 5. And here's Porter. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's Satoransky, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And these are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, showing you the top shooting teams in the league. That's the name of the game, putting the ball in the basket. In fourth, the Wizards.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Now here's Sessions. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
Well, and his overall aggressiveness leads him to camping out in the lane. It's a no matter what you do type scenario.
Wizards trail by 5. With a floater, he takes it up and lays it in.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
He dishes it to Lamb. Takes a 3. He can't hit that time. And Washington the other way now. To the middle. It's deflected. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Charlotte no good that time either. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Satoransky. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the basket by Thornton.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Nice off-the-ball movement and action to free him up for a shot he makes on a regular basis. Outstanding work.
Here is Sessions following the bucket by the Wizards. It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. Charlotte no good that time either.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed out.
Here's Satoransky. Another shot, and it's finished off by Smith as he lays it in. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Lamb. Kaminsky in the corner. Offensive rebound. Now the Wizards with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Satoransky. Back to Thornton. From beyond the arc. And it's Thornton again missing. The Hornets trail. Now here's Kaminsky. The pass to Hawes. Out to Sessions. The dish to Lamb. Lets it go with the three. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Sessions has got 3 assists tonight. The Wizards have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Ramon Sessions with the steal. Pull up Jay. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
The Hornets have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And that one misses. Chris, so often we'll see one play in a game that seems to change the mentality, the momentum, the feel on the floor. As a player, do you feel it when one play, just one play, can alter the mood of a game, change the pace of a game?
Well, yeah, Kevin, you can definitely feel it. I mean, a lot of times, you know, you're trying to invoke it, implore it. You're trying to speak it into existence.
Yes.
So, you know, if you see someone that gets a big steal when you need one and you guys have been, you know, plotting for it on the sideline in the huddle, or if you see a guy hit a big three that ties up the game and, you know, it's a 17-4 run and it makes everyone believe, and then the roar of the crowd and how that goes, you know, momentum is definitely tangible. You know, when you see someone get dunked on and one poster, take the lead up by 1, crowd goes crazy. You know, I believe, you know, it actually affects you physically.
Yes.
You know, your heartbeat, your pulse, you know, your endorphins, your adrenaline, everything gets going. So, yeah, you definitely can feel when the play alters the mood of the game.
Great way to put it. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Charlotte. And you look at John Wall, perhaps the only thing as fast as his feet are his hands.
And it shows up in his career steal numbers. I mean, Wall is always good to come away with a handful of takeaways every game.
Well, he could be a sneaky cover inside enough game to convert in traffic.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward because the 3 ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
Here's Thornton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Outside, Beal. And again, Washington, no good.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Now Wall, averaging 23 points a game and is one of the more consistent producers on any given night. Beal's shot is good. Batum with the ball. Inside, pause, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Oh, well, even though Batum is a little bigger of a guy, he runs the pick and roll to perfection. The defense has no clue whether he's going to shoot or pass.
So for the Wizards, Markieff Morris comes in for Jason Smith, and Trey Burke subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Charlotte shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Now, the one thing with Batum that you have to appreciate is just how great of a team player he is. He's always looking to set up a teammate for an easy shot. One of the more selfless players on the perimeter that you'll find.
Now, here's Burke. Feeds the Wall. Pass to Morris. 5 to shoot. Back to Wall. And that one's on target from the wing. Wall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Ooh, shaky possession, but somehow he gets the shot to fall.
And along those lines with Batum, Chris, he is essentially one of the best role players you can ask for in the NBA.
You're right. He'll never be a first option on an offense, but as you said, he's exactly who you want helping that first option. He knows what he's capable of, and he always plays within himself.
Morris outside. Pass to Gortat. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Charlotte in the lead. Outside, Walker to the middle. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Wall. He's got 5. Another one falls for Washington.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now here's Walker. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Passes it to Hawes. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter. A far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Back to Wall. Shot from 16. Hawes with the rebound. Hornets leading by 4. Bellinelli for 3. Washington with the rebound. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kicks it to Beal from downtown. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's been able to connect here in the second half after hitting one in the first.
Pause, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
There's a lot of former players now in coaching in the NBA. Let's say you had to assemble a pickup squad from the head coaching ranks. Who are we talking about here?
Oh, man, that's a great question. I'm going with Jason Kidd, Tyrone Lue, Steve Kerr.
Yes.
Earl Watson. How about Luke Walton?
Yes.
And Scott Brooks, Doc Rivers.
Yes.
Man, the list goes on and on.
That's right. And both free throws good by Hawes.
Well, after getting to the stripe in the first quarter, he's definitely been more assertive driving inside.
There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Wall. Again, the miss by Wall.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the Wizards with possession after the basket by Charlotte. To halt the run, misses off the left iron. Hornets leading by 8. Shoots from 12. Batum, good. Batum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, in addition to Batum's solid perimeter shooting, he is also very efficient from the mid-range, dropping in these shots consistently.
Here's Burke. Lets it go from deep. Batum grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
To the middle. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Beal. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And one of the things I love about Bradley Beal is he is a consistent shooter of the deep ball. I mean, always seems to hover around that 40% mark from beyond the arc. And ever since he's come into the league, that has been the case. And he's also improving in the other areas in terms of his ability to attack and get to the rim and playmaking. The only question for me is, can he find a level of consistency in terms of his health? That's been the only detriment to his game.
And both free throws good for Beal. And with Beal, he's been as consistent as they get since entering the NBA. Always shoots at a decent clip from wherever he is on the floor.
And consistency is an aspect of a player that is often overlooked in the grand scheme of things. You know exactly what a player like Beal is going to give you every night for every season.
Just 3 to shoot. Williams from outside. Kept alive. And Zeller kicks to Bellinelli. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bellinelli's got 8.
The outside shooting of Bellinelli really opens up the floor for everyone else. His stroke from outside is just straight cash.
Wall against Batum. Morris with the screen for Burke. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Walker. A floater and a wide open look for Zeller. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 5th assist in this one. Now here's Wall. He's got 7. Fires from deep.
Oh, just terrific D from Batum. So great at reading shooters and when they're about to rise up.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Hornets lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings. How important is it to continue to have 5 guys go to the glass in the second half?
Yeah, all 5 guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, I mean, we all got to get in there and rebound.
Can't score unless you have the ball, right? Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith, all set to take a look back at the first half of basketball. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the 3-point shot.
And that about wraps it up. as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Marvin Williams, what a contribution.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
Yeah, great activity in the painted area. Lots of energy, looking to score almost every time he got the ball.
Wizards trail by 13. Batum teams up with Kid Gilchrist on the perimeter. Cody Zeller out there with Marvin Williams. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. So that's the Hornets 5. Here's the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Morris. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Morris has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Wizards. And Batum kicks to Walker. Back to Batum. Charlotte moving the ball around. From deep. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kid Gilchrist against Wall. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Williams dishes to Zeller. Outside for Batum. He feeds it to Williams. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Williams a screen on Wall. Walker. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Walker. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
And certainly you can call Charlotte and all of North Carolina a hotbed for basketball at this point. From the high school level to the major universities, all the way up to the Hornets. This state cares as much about basketball as any other in the United States.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Batum for 3.
Very slow start so far this half. They're only 1 for 4 so far.
Morris passes to Wall. Morris a screen. And Wall kicks to Morris. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And we take a look here at the shot chart.
And you like what they are doing from deep. The three-point shot has been there. And they are taking full advantage. Having that threat from outside also playing a factor in how well they are able to cause the defense to shift, opening up the lane in their mid-range game as well.
Batum dishes to Walker. The feed to Batum from the arc. But he gets it back. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Batum's got 8.
I just love the aggressive attitude of Batum, especially how hard he hits the boards.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Beal can't get it to go. Hornets leading by 13. Batum passes to Walker. Outside Batum. Outside, Walker, just 5 to shoot. Back to Batum. Beal with the steal. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's just picture-perfect defense there. Really stifled his man and gave him no chance at a clean look.
Outside, Walker. Let's go. And that misses everything.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, everybody goes through slumps. He can't let it get to him, though. Everyone makes mistakes on the floor. You just have to always be thinking about the next play.
Washington calls timeout. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Charlotte. Sessions comes in for Walker. And then for Washington, Kelly Oubre's checked in for Morris. Thornton comes in for Bradley Beal. And Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Satoransky. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Dishes it to Thornton. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Shocking, he bricked that one. That shot usually is money for him.
There's the pass to Satoransky. There's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Porter. Launches a 3. Drills it from outside. Porter's got 7.
So comfortable from distance, especially when no one runs him off of his spot.
Outside, Batum. Kaminsky kicks to Sessions. Zeller setting the pick for Sessions. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
I like that style. Lose 3 points, get them right back at the other end. That's good basketball.
Here's Satoransky. He dishes it to Thornton. Pass to Gortat. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got 11 rebounds in the game. What you like about Gortat is that, Greg, he doesn't have a lot of limitations in his game.
Yeah, and with Gortat, his versatility is what makes him valuable. He can face up and hit a J or play with his back to the basket. Has the speed and strength to stay with all types of centers in the league.
Hornets leading by 15. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Sessions. Feeds it to Zeller. Leans. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Satoransky. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Thornton, no good. Charlotte has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Charlotte Hornets made a concerted effort last season to improve what had been terrible three-point shooting. Coach Steve Clifford said, If you look at trends in this league, three-point shooting percentage was the #1 factor why teams won. That's the way this league has gone. It makes sense, right? It creates spacing, which opens up things for everybody else. Kevin?
Yeah, trying to space the floor. Thank you, D.A. First one falls for him.
And Frank Kaminsky, such a great player at the college level when he was at Wisconsin. It hasn't been the easiest transition to the NBA for him early on. The speed of the game is something that he needs time to adjust to.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Charlotte. Lamb comes in for Nicholas Batum. And a change for the Wizards. Smith is checked in, and he makes both free throws. And with Kaminsky, you just have to be patient with that adjustment period to the NBA because of his unique skill set.
Well, you should also be patient because very few seven-footers can do what he can do on offense. He has a good shot from beyond the arc and can pull up away from rim protectors. He has a very soft touch on all of his shots. He'll just find space if you leave him alone.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Oh, well, they have to become more physical defensively and really commit to protecting that painted area.
Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. Otto Porter Jr., #1.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
The dish to Thornton. Back to Porter. Now Thornton. Pass to Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. Morris is checked in for Washington. Passes it to Thornton. Nice ball movement by Washington. Kicks it to Oubre. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Porter. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Now here's Sessions. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. The fader. That shot's good from Hawes. Hawes got 12 points in the game.
Fading away in traffic, terrific body control allows him to square up.
Trying to get back on track. Oubre, good.
That's just extreme confidence. Rises up in the face of the taller defender, calmly knocks it down.
There's the feed to Kaminsky. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. And it's Lamb atop the key. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Lamb. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He has 7.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
Now here's Thornton from the low block. Here's Oubre. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Washington. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up. And, of course, there's the Hornets. Right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And, well, for Washington, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
And I don't think they knew exactly what they were either at the beginning of the season. But as they've gotten more familiar with one another, their chemistry has really developed over time.
The first free throw is good. Chris, in the NBA now, there are a great deal of power forwards who take bits and pieces of your game and add it to their own. But when you grew up, Who did you model your game after?
Oh, wow. Well, growing up, I mean, it's very simple. My favorite players are the players that I modeled my game after. As a big fella, I wanted to be a ball handler, and so the best ball handler was Isaiah Thomas. I wanted to be a great passer, so I looked at Magic and Larry Bird for those areas. I wanted to score, and so I looked at Larry Bird and Dominique in those areas. Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley. That's the great part about basketball. We see greats today, but they wouldn't be as great as they are if it was not for the generation that came before them. Why?
Yeah.
Because you kind of know and you have a bar that you want to set, and it's hard to know how much to challenge yourself until you see that bar. And so guys setting the bar, setting those expectations, setting those goals allows for guys to work on their game and get better. So, I mean, just think in 20 years, what will guys be doing out there with the generation that we have now out there setting the table for them?
Yeah, great perspective. Charlotte leading by 16. Lamb with the ball. He's got 7. Sessions up top. Burke covering. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Hornets have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And Washington has possession. Dishes it to Porter. 6 to shoot. Oubre sets the screen for Burke. At the top of the key, Oubre. Offensive rebound. Morris kicks to Porter. Tries again. And no good as it rattles out. Charlotte has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Some changes for Charlotte. Williams comes in for Kaminsky, and Walker subbed in for Sessions. Beals checked in for Washington. Wizards trail by 19. Washington calls timeout.
Start it.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Kemba Walker. 15th in three-point shooting, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And here's Porter. He has 7. They swipe it. Right side to Walker. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Hornets lead by 21.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Here's Satoransky down low. Porter kicks to Burke. Nice ball movement by Washington. They get it again. Porter, no luck.
Oh, we've seen him posterize guys with that move many times. However, the defense proved to be very stifling there.
Wizards trail by 21. Beyond the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Satoransky's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, that's just poor defense. Matching up in transition left a good shooter wide open.
And Walker kicks to Hawes. Here's Lamb. The shot, no good. Now Washington takes it the other way.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Now here's Burke, guarded by Walker. 5 to shoot. Burke kicks to Beal. High post try. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And that's 13 points for Bradley Beal.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
And the incredible determination. He wasn't going to be stopped there. Even though he wasn't as big as the defender, he took it right to him and got the job done.
With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the top rebounding teams in the league this season. The Hornets 4th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Hawes.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Washington making a change here. Wall's checked in. So he gets them both. Wizards trail by 18. Up top, Morris. Outside, Beal fires the 3. That doesn't go either for Beal.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Lamb. Drains the three-pointer. Lamb's got 5 points now this quarter.
With range to go well beyond the three-point line, Lamb can force the defense to extend further out.
Outside, Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Walker against Wall. Now here's Walker. There's the triple. Misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Hornets on top, up 19. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Moments make players into stars. Moments make teams legendary. This is my moment. This is my team.
And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve Clifford.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hands. Show your hands. Don't foul.
Moments ago, Steve Clifford talking about defensive technique. Doesn't want to give up 3 points at the charity line.
And by focusing in on the smallest thing, his guys know how serious he is. One of the better defensive coaches in our league.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Morris pairs with Gortat down low. Wall out there with Thornton, and it's Beal in at the small forward.
Oh, even though he has been lost in the shuffle, his team remains in front.
2 points, that one goes. 14 points for Marcin Gortat.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Outside, Batum. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And Washington again with the bucket. Now Walker. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Zeller. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. They get the rebound. Kid Gilchrist. Great D that time from Beal.
The defender stayed on him without fouling and did great work there.
The kick out to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall with it. He's picked up by Walker. Shot on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing. Hornets leading by 15. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Just amazing work from Walker. Really zipping the rock fast to the wide open man.
And Wall kicks to Morris. The pass to Thornton. Trying his luck deep. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Batum. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup.
That's an aggressive approach to the rack, but still he calmly floated it in.
Wizards trail by 19. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall passes to Gortat. Here's Beal, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Michael Kid Gilchrist.
Yeah, easy call.
And that one falls for Beal. Both shots good from the stripe.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Walker dishes to Batum for the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 8th assist here tonight.
The D is doing everything they can against Batum, but in the end, he's just too long, too strong, getting the shot off in plenty of time.
Now here's Wall. You look around the NBA, Chris, at all the head coaches, a lot of new names. Why do you think teams are still looking for fresh faces on the bench? Guys that may not have the big name that get the head coaching jobs.
Well, I think because guys want to see something new. I think sometimes you get to see a guy's personality or a situation may precede itself as far as for a coach. And so I think a lot of times people just kind of want to start things off with a clear slate their way and have the loyalty of a guy that's only coached for their team. And for some it works, for some it doesn't. But once again, it's only one championship to go around a year.
Well said. Here's Zeller following the three-pointer by Washington, and the shot goes in. And that's 15 points for Batum.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. Gortat with a screen on Batum. Shot clock at 5. Here's Beal. That one doesn't go. Good D by Williams. He kicks to Walker. Sweet little floater.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Walker against Wall. He dishes it to Thornton. Back to Wall. Top of the key, Beal. Fires it up. Misses off the right iron. Charlotte leading by 23. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Chris, when you think about what you've been able to accomplish throughout your life to this point, aside from your NBA career, what have been some of your most fulfilling experiences?
You know what? I think my charities. I think working with people in the cities that I've played with and in my home of Detroit and trying to help and give back in some of those ways. I think sports-wise, of course, it's high school titles, playing in college with my boys. And personally, in the art-wise, I would have to say being a producer and producing 2 songs for Nas, one of the greatest rappers that ever, walked the face of this earth. And so being able to produce 2 songs on an album like that, just a great feel. So for me, I've never been one to really just share those passions or talk about them. But, I definitely would say charity and arts, two big passions of mine, Kevin.
Well said. Here's Batum after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Chris, in your playing days, you suited up for both the East and the Western Conferences. Traditionally, we've seen the Western Conference be the stronger of the 2 in the last couple decades. But do you feel that has a chance to change, or are we in the midst of that changing now?
No, we aren't. Nothing's changed. But I tell you what, LeBron being on that East Coast for so long has really, really helped in that regard.
Yes, great point.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drops for Kid Gilchrist.
A few years back, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist decided to rework his jump shot. He took out that weird hitch he had coming into the league and changed it for a more natural-looking shot. It's worked well for him since it changed.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Zeller. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. Roberts is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Sessions subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Chris, you think back to how Michael Kidd-Gilchrist used to shoot the ball. It was not a pretty sight.
It's really added a new layer to his game. He has hit his mid-range jumpers with more regularity and is taking them with more confidence. As he gets more comfortable with the new shot, his range and consistency will continue to grow.
Sessions, no good. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to McClellan. There's the pick. Pass to Satoransky. Kept alive by Washington for 3. That one doesn't go. Hornets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Good on the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Next season, we'll start seeing sponsorship on jerseys. On the left shoulder, a patch will be on the jersey. What do you think of that?
I think it's going to take some getting used to. I'm used to seeing the name, the logo, the plane on there. It's going to take some getting used to. We'll see.
Yeah. Feeds it to Hibbert. Now the dish to Roberts. 20 feet out. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Oh, he couldn't have asked for a better look there. He just didn't get it to go.
Screen by Smith. And Satoransky kicks to Smith. Here's Oubre. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist. Pass to Sessions. It's stolen by Smith. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Here's Oubre. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The first one falls. And some changes here for the Hornets. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Kidd-Gilchrist. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Brian Roberts. Burke, he's checked in for Washington. And both free throws good for Oubre. Hornets leading by 23. And Sessions kicks to Kaminsky. Now here's Lamb. Not a lot of room. Here's Hibbert. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, Chris, You did what many players coming into the NBA do. You spend a year or two, in your case 2 years in college, before making the jump. It worked out terrifically for you. But how do you feel about how things are set up now with the age limit in the NBA as it stands?
You know, I feel, hey, if you're old enough to vote, if you're old enough to go to war, then you should be old enough to play in the NBA. And so that's the rights aspect of it. Now, as far as a basketball fan and somebody that knows this game fairly well, I feel that guys coming in so young, it really hurts their game. You know, we talk about guys making it from high school to the pros or guys coming out their first year, but not many of them really are successful. Yeah, we glorify the ones that are successful, and we should, because it's such a phenomenal feat to come out your first or second year and play well in the NBA. And so to take it for granted and to expect every kid that comes out, you know, those years to make it is just unfair. And so for me, I think guys should have the chance to, but I think it's more of a responsibility with that freedom of decision making, because once you lose that chance, you usually don't get a second one, and you want to be as mature physically and mentally before trying to make the jump into this league.
Great perspective. Williams, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Williams' shot is off. The Wizards shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. When you came into the NBA, Chris, you hit the ground running, winning Rookie of the Year. I know it's a different story for every player, but how did you make the adjustment from college ball to NBA-level basketball?
You know what? I love the adjustment. The game was faster. You had to be in better shape, but I had great teammates. My boy Spreewell, Billy Owens, Chris Mullin. You know, I had guys that showed me how to prepare before each game, guys that showed me how to do rehabilitation, how to get in the cold, the hot tub. Really good guys that wanted me to succeed. And so therefore, you know what, I wouldn't have been as successful if I didn't have those guys around. So, you know, I thank my vets on that team.
Well said. Here's Wall, following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Wall dishes to Gortat. And another miss by Washington. Charlotte has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Picked by Zeller. And Walker kicks to Lamb. Williams a screen on Beal. Here's Lamb. Morris with the rebound.
Well, first let's talk about the pick. That was as lazy of a screen as I've ever seen. You have to commit on it if you want to get your teammate open.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. On the wing, Lamb shoots. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 11 rebounds in the game. Gortat with the screen for Beal. And here's Wall outside, drains it from beyond the arc. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I guess from that distance, the defense thought he'd dish it off. Oops.
Walker against Wall. Right side to Walker. Williams kicks to Lamb. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Chris, when a player gets traded midseason and has to relocate their life in an instant, I mean, a snap of a finger, how big of a distraction can that be?
It can be a very big distraction, especially when you're in love with the city, when you're, have been with the team for so long. It depends on what point. I mean, if you want to get out of there, it's no distraction at all. His feet hit the ground, 10 toes down, let's go. But if you want to be there, you feel a little bad. You wish you could have finished what you started.
Yeah.
You feel a little betrayed. But then you have to realize on the other end that somebody out there wants you. And so at the same time, you got to get up right away and be loyal to the team that wants you and play as hard as you can for them, because that's who you are. It's a professional business, and the best players in this league learn quickly that you need to have sharp skill sets at all times, and you need to be ready to go at all times, and most importantly, no excuses, no one cares.
Yeah, great perspective.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
The other angle is up to their aggressiveness on drives. They have to create the contact, maybe live at the free throw line for a while.
And the Hornets making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Morris a screen. Here's Burke. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, if you want to make a good shooter's eyes just light up, just sag off of him.
Now here's Sessions. Burke covering. Lamb with the ball. Kicks to Kaminsky. Inside. Here's Hawes. And again, the Hornets missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Charlotte.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series. And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Williams. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Here's Thornton. Following the basket by Jeremy Lamb. Here's Burke. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
And the free throw, no good. Lamb passes to Sessions. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lamb up top. Just 5 to shoot. High post shot. They get it back. Kaminsky kicks to Bellinelli. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kev Kevington. And now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
He executed the game plan as a scorer. It was by design that the team was going to try to get him good shots, but it was going to be up to him to make those shots. But I don't think anyone thought he'd make them at that high level of efficiency.
You know what I like, Ernie? He was not afraid to take on the big fellas down low tonight. We saw him drive the lane and get all the way to the bucket more than a few times. He's not scared of these little big guys.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.